Hello everyone. So today is 22nd June and let's discuss how Nifty and Bank Nifty derivatives indicators performed and what we are expecting tomorrow during the expiry day. So first of all, if you look at the end of the day data, you'll see that in the futures, so I always talk about the FII's data, so I just only follow them. Because if I want to follow everyone, that's not possible, because overall the positions are all balanced. If one has taken short positions, then corresponding to it someone also has taken long positions. So that's why I just follow the FIIs, and overall if you see, the FIIs haven't done any new futures long positions. But some future short positions have been added, but they were closed yesterday and again added, so nothing new also there. And if you look at the option chain, so option chain call shorts have been added, as well as almost the same amount of put shorts also have been added. And if you see that all these positions have been hedged, but one thing to note is that the put buying, the quantity in the put buying, that is more than required for hedging of these positions which are in the put shorts. Okay, so yes, of course they would be hedging the put short positions, but the thing is that this quantity is much more than required for hedging. So overall it's suggesting that anything can happen tomorrow. Okay, so I always tell you that yes, but if you see that the futures is looking bearish, but the ultimate the futures positions, the move might not follow the futures positions for just for tomorrow. Yeah, it might follow for the next week because you have the monthly expiry. So just for tomorrow we need to concentrate on the option chain data. Okay, so basically the option chain data would help us, but the futures is bearish, and option chain also, if you see, there are more call short positions. So that's why as I already told you, that if there is some up move during these times, we don't go for it, because if you go for it, you might win for temporarily, but you might lose big. Okay, so that's not our motto. So no need to take trades every day or every time. So all I have told you that to survive during these times is just I have notified you these levels. So for example, let's go to the 1 day chart. So here, as you can see, that clearly when Nifty was not able to cross 15,352, then we told that to short above it. Okay, but when it crossed this level, then the next resistance level is 15,647. So you can make easily call short above it, and you can see market is respecting these levels very clearly. Okay, if market crosses this level, then we would close it, otherwise we would just keep it for positional trade. And also please do hedge them. Okay, so that if such move comes that the resistance level is broken and then it becomes a support level, so then also you won't be harmed much. But the main important point is that you would lose small but win big, because here these resistance level and market is bearish, and you are taking positional call short, so your chances are more of winning. Okay, and also one more thing, that is yes, so 15,647 would act as resistance. If this level is broken, then 16,184 would act as resistance. Okay, but below you have this 15,352. So this thing needs to be broken for, if you want to see further. So further we have the next level here is 14,950, and then straight away to 14,191. Okay, so please be very careful. I think all these future short positions which have been made, they are not being closed. So I think I mean, they will take Nifty to around 14,191. So more than 1,000 points to go still, and then I think they would start closing them. Okay, and then they would again decide what to do. Again, they would do, Nifty would move around these two levels, that is 14,191 and 14,950 for some time, and then again they would take it further down. But yeah, but let's not speculate. So what the main point is that if market is bearish and the futures short positions are not closing, so then why? So then that means not because they want to just break this level of 15,352, right? Because already Nifty went below that, so why aren't they closing? So also 14,950 is not a very strong support level, but yes, 14,191 is a strong support level. Okay, so yeah, 14,950 would work during the intraday, but may not work during the daily chart. But 14,191 would work in even on in the intraday and the daily chart. Okay, so these are the important levels to watch for. And also for Bank Nifty, if you see, again the same thing as we already told you, that to short, since we have 34,487, so during this week I already told my members to take positions at 34,500 and above to make call shots. And yes, whenever you see these type of things like Bank Nifty, it went down almost to this level 32,167, and it's again went up, and you see 33,208, this resistance level. So it was trying to break, but it wasn't. So there you can do put buyings. Okay, so here I mean, everyone is shouting currently that I mean, market is bearish. So that's why these sudden up spikes or up moves can come, so that the stop loss of the bears can be hunted. So for that, what you can do is it's a very nice opportunity actually. So you may look at it as a negative thing, that is the stop loss of the bears are being hunted, but you can wait for these opportunities. So stock market is always all about patience, and I mean, mostly it's you have to keep your patience. Okay, so whenever these up spikes, like when it went to 15,647, this level I already told you. Okay, so whenever it went here, you could just do some put buyings in the I mean, next is monthly expiry, so you can do it in the next monthly expiry, or you may do it in the next month's expiry also. You can do put buyings. Okay, and they have a very large or they have a very nice probability of winning. Okay, because there are a whole lot of futures positions which in the future short positions which haven't been closed. So take the advantage of these spikes. Okay, don't get afraid that no, it's moving against our direction. Look at it as an opportunity to just double or triple, or maybe sometimes here, if you would have listened at this level 16,184, I kept on saying, so you could even before this big red candle, if you go and look at these 3 days, I kept on saying that you go and check my Twitter. I don't so I'm not just saying, there is proof. So go and check on Twitter. I told to take this golden opportunity to buy puts. Okay, and you could have just tripled your I mean, investment. Okay, so here also, when it went to this level, if you would have bought puts, you could have easily doubled your investment. Okay, so these nice opportunities are there in this bearish market. You always get these nice opportunities. Okay, so take care of these levels whenever there's a huge spike and it reaches these levels. So go for put buying. Don't go for put buying in the same same weekly expiry or whatever, because the amount of time also matters, because you don't know, the move can come after 1 week, and then you would regret of having buying puts in the same current weekly expiry. So don't do that. That's why just go and do it after 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever suits you best. So even 1 week is also fine if you don't have a lot of money. But yes, please do give time. Take time, take the advantage of time. So all you need is that. And if you're doing call shots, so just go above these resistance level and just simply take positional call shots and just go to sleep. Okay. And you can also just keep a stop loss, or say that whenever these resistance levels are broken, automatically your trades will get executed. So you can just set an alert for that. Okay. And same here for Nifty Bank Nifty. You can see that yes, 33,208 is acting as resistance. So the next, let's also here walk through the next levels. So yeah, so here you can see that 32,167 would be acting as support, and if this is broken, then the next is 29,773. So please be very, very careful. Okay. So this is one of the major level of Bank Nifty, and for Nifty it's at 14,100 and I think 91, as I just showed you. Yeah, 14,191. Okay. So yes, those are the strategies for Nifty and Bank Nifty. Okay. So and now let's talk about the indicators. So if you go and look, so here in the morning, if you can see that though the scores were going negative, all of a sudden here at 10:12 the score went from negative 32 to suddenly jumped to 0. Okay, so there I got alert and I checked the IV also. So the IV on the call side was increasing. So what they are doing is, you see these negative scores. So yes, of course they if you go and check my Twitter, the Telegram messages, the screenshots which I have posted, so you'll see that yes, they just in the morning they did call shots. Okay, and after that what happened was, when the retail traders were approaching to do the call shots, they started call buying. Okay, and then they took the market up and they hit their stop loss, and then again their main position, which was call short, that followed. Okay, and market went down to 15,400. Okay, almost the same condition in Bank Nifty also. So Nifty, let's look at the graph again. So here you can see that there was though the score were not moving up, but Nifty was going up, and finally it had to come down here to meet the scores graph. And as we can see that at the very end, some of these the score was increasing, but though the the score was increasing, though Nifty was going down. So there might be some gap up tomorrow, or Nifty might go up tomorrow. Okay, but we will see that. So as we have seen many times that during the last 30 minutes, the difference between the score and the score graph and the Nifty graph, they help to predict what could happen tomorrow morning or the day after the morning, the next morning. Okay, so yeah, coming to the Bank Nifty graph also, let's look at it. So here you can see the scores were increasing, and yes, so Bank Nifty, it went down and then finally it also went up, and then almost the score and the graph, they were here also. So the score went up and there was a gap, and the Bank Nifty graph came and filled up the gap. Okay, so yes, ultimately what happens is that the Nifty and Bank Nifty graph, they are following the corresponding scores very nicely. Yeah, so that's how the indicators performed, and we talked about the important levels. On Twitter I have updated everything, if you just go and check. Okay, so and yes, FIIs are selling and selling. So 2920 crores have been sold, but DIs are trying to push up the market. Okay, so yes, if you can see on the option chain, that is here 15,500, a lot of call shots have been added today. 15,600 and above, all these call shots have been added. But if you look at the put side here, 15,600, the till 15,450 the positions are closed, and also at 15,300 you see positions are getting closed here. Okay, so I don't know whether they are expecting a huge down move, so that you see even at 15,050 positions have been closed. Only at 15,000 you can see some positions have been added, but till there positions have been closed. So yes, as I told you that anything can happen. So I mean, in the option chain we are seeing that put side positions are being closed, but here the data is suggesting that some put shorts have also been performed by the FIIs today. But yes, many put buyings also have been done. Okay, so you have to be very careful that where the put buyings can happen. So if you go and look at next 30th June, so you will see some here at 15,000 you see that there is some nice open contracts there, okay, which could be buying positions. Okay, and also if you look at here 14,800, 14,700, okay, so there are put buying positions there. So as I just told you that all their put shorts are very much hedged, and apart from that there are some extra put buying positions which are not for hedging but purely for put buying. So yes, so please do keep that in mind. And also for Bank Nifty, if you can see here, that is at 33,000 and here also the call shorts have formed, and you can see the put shorts getting all closed here. So till 32,900 put shorts have been closed. So but though I mean, they can try to deceive you, always I tell you that yes, do your analysis fine, keep that in mind. But when you are I mean, when market is opening tomorrow, look at the data, fresh data, what is actually happening. Okay, and also I would suggest you that don't just jump in. If you, I mean, for the first 15 minutes, if you see that whatever the new data is getting formed, it's matching with your previous day analysis, then go for it. Okay, so suppose as we are just saying that yeah, there are too many call short positions, everything is looking bearish. Okay, fine. So even in the morning too many call shorts position starts happening in the first 15 minutes, we will go for it. Okay, keeping some distance so that when the stop loss hunting is done, we don't get affected. But also we should keep in mind that anything can happen tomorrow. Even all of a sudden you can see that in the morning put shorts are getting formed. Okay, all these positions where put shorts are getting closed, you'll see that all of a sudden put shorts are getting formed there. But they might not be put shorts also. Okay, you might see that the OI is getting built up, but they might be put buyings also. So that's what you have to differentiate there. If put short is happening, again as I said that we won't just go for it. Okay, yes, put short is happening, market is going up, it's fine, we would take the advantage of it by just doing put buyings in the next monthly option chain, or even in the next week monthly option chain. Okay, so that's how we would take the advantage and not go for put selling. Okay, so that's how my strategies work and how I work. So don't go for like whatever you see and you just have to take any trade. So don't do that. This is stock market, you have to be very careful and you have to trade safely. So that's the thing for today. If I have missed, just please do comment under the video. I'll answer all your queries, and also follow me on Twitter for market related updates and analysis. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.